Hey, Happy New Year's, everybody. So, I wanted to do my New Year 2016 video. I did not get a chance to come to you guys in December to give you my, what was that, 4 month? Yeah, my 4th month update. It was in the middle of the holidays. Time got crazy. It's all about the kids. However, I am back today. It is January 5th, and I am loving life. You should be too. Let me first start by saying, again, Happy New Year to everybody. 15 is over. The trials, the tribulations of 2015 have come and gone, and we are now into the new year, new goals, new motivation. So I'm excited about what's ahead this year. EAS is doing great things. We're growing by the minute. I can't wait to see how this year is going to take off. The first initial 4 months was just kind of in the beta phases where we were just, getting our name out there, getting known, getting noticed. So now we're moving into the second phase of pretty much now raking in the clients. Got a lot of great things planned for this year. 2016, let's see. I'm going to get my real estate license, which I'm excited about that because, I'm always about the hustle. And what's a great hustle but to have houses to hustle? So stay tuned for that. That's coming this year. I'm working on a women's empowerment group. And the biggest thing that is like the biggest, the utmost accomplishment of my life is I'm reaching my 10th wedding anniversary with my dear husband. And it's a blessing. How many 32-year-olds will be 33-year-olds can say they have successful 10 years of marriage? It's not many. There's a few, I'm sure, but to get married so young and to barely, know each other, and we had to grow and learn, and, we started our family almost immediately a year after we got married. So it was growing pains, and I'm just happy to see that we've made it through those growing pains, and here we are 10 years later, and I believe, life is so much better with him, and I can't see life without him. And on top of that, I get to share my everyday with my best friend, and you don't get that often. And the way marriage is set these days, people don't last. You make it till 3, 4, 5 years, and people just simply don't last. And it could be through, finances, career change, whatever, children, whatever. But a lot of marriages just simply don't last anymore, and that's unfortunate. So it's a huge accomplishment to even make it to your 10th year, let alone your 5th year. So I'm just grateful to God that He has put His footprint in this marriage, and here we are, 10 years later, June 29th. I'm really excited about that. We'll renew our vows this year. Not quite sure how I want to do it. I don't want to do nothing too big, but I do want to definitely do it. So, it'll probably happen in Vegas. I like Vegas. He likes Vegas, so why not? So, that's the plan for that. So let me get into my typical motivational conversation that I give you guys, that something that's on my heart, which causes me to make the video to begin with. So I was sitting back thinking, and I was looking at a lot of the posts that people put up, and different people interacting on Facebook and Instagram, and I realized that I'm in a different age group now than I was. I'm in my 30s, headed to the other side of 30, but I'm still at the beginning of my 30s. But I did notice that a lot of my peers and people who are in my same age group have reached a level where now we're going into definitely deep into our career, so into our grind mode. So I was just sitting back thinking about the course of life, and how I always preach about staying on your path and following God's footsteps for you. And I just sat back and thought about those footsteps and that path. So I was sitting back thinking, and I was thinking like, okay, Your 20s are your years to explore and learn and gain your experience. And those are the years where you're going to take that time and you're going to, finish up college if you go, or finish up your trade, or finish, be in the military. Whatever you choose to do in your 20s, that's your years to learn and figure out who and what you want to be. And you take those years, you learn life, period. You learn life the hard way. That's when you go through a lot of those, love losses, different jobs, whatever it is. But the 20s is your years to learn and experience. So when you get to your 30s, I feel like, those are the years where, you start to figure out, okay, this is what I want to do. And those are your grind years. So your 30s are your years where you just simply grind. You're working multiple jobs, or, you're starting businesses and working jobs, or you're constantly starting businesses. You're up day and night. There's no such thing as sleep. And that's fine, because your 30s are your grind years. Those are the years where now I have my foundation of what I want to do. So now I have to figure out and go get it by any means necessary. So I look at the 30s as your grind years. These are the years where you're going to map out that blueprint and lead that path towards where you're trying to go. So then that leads you to your 40s. Your 40s, I feel like those are your years to reap. And those are the years where you're going to reap all what you learned and explored in your 20s. You're going to reap all of the grind that you put in on your 30s. So now that you're at your 40s, these are the years to reap from that path that you've paved. So once you get into your reap years, those are the years where now, okay, you've set the foundation, you're molding everything, and now you're just going. You're building, and you're constantly building. And you may not have to grind as much, or you may still have to, but for some of us, and I say us because I don't plan on, but for some of us, the 40s is definitely built for us to just reap and master what we've grind to make in our 30s. So then through the reap years, I feel like you get into your 50s and above, and then that's your relax years. Those are the years where now, because you've learned and explored and you've grind so hard to get your business, career, or life where you need it to be, these are the years where you can sit back and enjoy them. And that's the path that I'm on. That's the path that I'm paving. That's the path that I'm following him on with these things in mind. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today, because I feel like, set your foundation, start learning and growing and grinding so you can reap the benefits of that and relax and enjoy them eventually. So happy New Year, everybody. This is a message from Stacy Bello. It's going on my stacybello.com blog, which I promise that I'll do more of this year. I'll do more helping others along the way with their entrepreneurial journey, their weight loss journey, which I'm still in. Yeah, I just want to wish you guys a happy and prosperous new year, and I look forward to all the great things that's coming for all of us. It's our due season, so why not take advantage of it? Take care, guys.